The heat is on, and it's not just a figure of speech. Climate change and our energy habits are deeply intertwined. Climate change is here. It's no longer a distant threat. We feel it in our daily lives, from the sweltering heat in crowded markets to the rising temperatures in our homes. One of the biggest ways it affects us is through our energy consumption. As temperatures rise, so does our need for cooling. The hotter it gets, the more energy we use. Air conditioners and fans become our lifelines. This puts a strain on our resources and worsens the climate crisis. Our power grids are pushed to their limits, and power plants work overtime. We need to understand this link between climate change and energy to find solutions for a sustainable future. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind can help. We are facing more extreme weather events, from devastating floods to severe droughts. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, making it harder for people to cope. This leads to a surge in demand for cooling appliances. As people try to find relief from the heat, people crank up their air conditioners, putting a massive load on power grids. This increased demand can lead to blackouts and further stress on our energy systems. This increased energy consumption further fuels climate change, creating a vicious cycle. To break this cycle, we must adopt sustainable energy practices and reduce our carbon footprint. Scientists sound the alarm about the growing impacts of climate change on our planet. What the research tells us: extensive studies and data collection have been conducted to understand these changes. Experts have been warning us about this for years. Their findings are clear and compelling. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, a leading authority on climate science, has published numerous reports. These reports are based on rigorous scientific research and peer-reviewed data. These reports highlight the direct link between rising temperatures and increased energy demand, particularly for cooling. As global temperatures rise, the need for air conditioning and other cooling methods grows. Studies conducted in India, a country highly vulnerable to climate change, paint a stark picture. The effects of climate change are already being felt, with significant impacts on agriculture, health and infrastructure. Research by the Energy and Resources Institute shows a clear upward trend in electricity consumption for cooling as temperatures rise. This increase in energy demand puts additional strain on the country's power grid. This trend is particularly pronounced in urban areas, where heat island effects exacerbate the problem. Cities are becoming hotter, leading to even greater energy consumption for cooling. Feeling the heat, how climate change squeezes our energy. The impact of climate change on energy is multifaceted. The most immediate effect is the increased demand for cooling during hotter months. As temperatures soar, so does our reliance on air conditioners and fans. This puts a strain on power grids, often leading to power outages, especially during peak hours. Beyond cooling, other sectors are also affected. Agriculture, a major energy consumer in India, faces challenges due to erratic rainfall patterns and increased water stress. This necessitates greater reliance on energy-intensive irrigation methods, further adding to the energy burden. Section 4, Cooling Things Down, Practical Steps for a Sustainable Future. The good news is we are not powerless. Each of us can contribute to a more sustainable future by making small, yet impactful changes in our daily lives. There are practical steps we can take to mitigate the impact of climate change on our energy consumption. Simple actions like recycling, conserving water and reducing waste can make a big difference. One crucial step is investing in energy-efficient technologies. Upgrading to energy-saving appliances such as refrigerators, washing machines and dishwashers can lead to significant energy savings. Additionally, using LED lights can significantly reduce household energy usage. These lights consume less power and have a longer lifespan compared to traditional bulbs. Promoting renewable energy sources like solar and wind power is another critical strategy. These sources are not only sustainable, but also help in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. India has made strides in this area, with numerous solar farms and wind turbines being installed across the country. But we need to accelerate our efforts. Investing in public transportation, promoting cycling and creating more bike lanes can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Encouraging carpooling can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. By sharing rides, we can decrease the number of vehicles on the road, leading to lower emissions and less traffic congestion. Section 5, India unites for change, public action and online movements. Across India, people are waking up to the urgency of climate change. Social media platforms are buzzing with campaigns like #GreenIndia and #SaveEnergy, raising awareness about sustainable practices. Citizens are demanding action from their leaders, urging them to invest in renewable energy and implement climate-friendly policies. The youth are at the forefront of this movement, organizing climate strikes and demanding a greener future. This growing public awareness is a powerful force for change. It puts pressure on policymakers and businesses to prioritize sustainability.